Good morning, students. What have you seen in the previous class, ma? In the previous class, we did solve some numerical problems in the exercise in our book back 1 to 8 except 6. Okay. Today, we are going to solve some numerical problems in the exercise in our textbook, in our book back. So 9 to 15. Okay. Let's start. Already I told that before entering any one session, any one problem session, first you take one classwork note and then you should mention what are the steps to be involved in each problems. Okay. So ninth problem, a football player kicks a 0.8 kilogram ball and imparts its velocity 12 meter per second. The contact between the foot and ball is only for 1/60th of a second. Find the average kicking force. A football player, okay, or player kick a ball. The ball mass is 0.8 kilogram and the ball, it will be moving having some velocity, that is 12 meter per second. The contact between the foot and the ball, the time interval between the kicking foot and the ball is 1/60th of a second. 1 second or 1/60th second. Find the average kicking force. So first list out what are the given values. What are the given values? So first one, that is mass. That is the ninth one problem. Mass m is equal to 0.8 kilogram. Okay. Mass m is equal to 0.8 kilogram. Then time is equal to 1/60th of second. 60th of a second. Okay. So 1/60th of a second. Then speed v is equal to 12 meter per second. Clear? Then what will be find out? Average force. Okay. So average force we want to calculate. So normally the average force is equal to change in velocity by time. So average force del F is equal to, that is called average force del F is equal to del P by del T. Change in momentum by time. Change in momentum formula is m into v. So m into v by t. Okay, clear that? That is a change in time. That not to be dealt, not to be considered. That is only momentum by time. That is change in momentum is m into v by time is t. So mass and the velocity, we substitute the mass value and velocity value and time value. What is the mass value? That is 0.8 and velocity is 12 by time is 1/60. Okay. So 0.8 into 12 into 60. That is 0.8, 60 it will be going to the numerator. 0.8 into 12 into 60. That it will be 576 Newton. So this is the force it will be applied by a person, it will be kicking a football. That's a force amount as 576 Newton. How did you derive that? How did you get that? First, change in force is equal to average force is equal to change in momentum by time. We substitute the formula for momentum, that is mass into velocity. So mv by t. Substitute the m value, substitute the v value, substitute the t value. So m is 0.8, v is 12 and time is 1/60. So 0.8 into 12 into 60 it will be going to the numerator into 60. So 576 Newton. Okay. This is the force it will be applied by a person to kick a football. Okay. And second one, 10th problem. A stone of mass 2 kilogram is attached to the string is length 1 meter. So taking 1 meter length string, we attach one stone at the end of the string. The mass is 2 kilogram. The string can withstand maximum tension, that is 200 Newton. The tension it will be applied on the string is 200 Newton. What is the maximum speed that the stone can have during the whirling motion? So what's the speed of the whirling string? What's the speed of the rotating string by the stone? With the stone. What's the asking question? The maximum speed. Evlo speed the object it will be continued in the whirling motion. Okay, what's the speed? The object it will be continued in the whirling motion. That is the question. So what are the given values? That the tension is, length is 10th problem, length L length it will be considered as radius of the circle, because the stone it will be attached to the spring, it will be carry the circular motion. Whirling motion is in the form of circular motion. So the length of the wire it will be considered as radius. Radius is equal to 1 meter. Okay. So radius R is equal to 1 meter. So length is equal to not a radius. The length it will be considered as radius. Radius is equal to 1 meter. Then the second one. What's the second one? Mass M is equal to 2 kilogram. Mass M is equal to 2 kilogram. And tension or force. Maximum tension or force maximum is equal to 200 Newton. 200 Newton. So we want to calculate speed. So this is the given values. What will we find out now? Speed. Speed V is equal to question mark. Okay. Speed V is equal to question mark. What is the formula? The string it will be making a whirling motion. That the motion it will be considered as the whirling part it will be considered as a circular motion. So that the motion automatically centripetal force it will be created. The centripetal force it will be acting inward. Okay. So centripetal force F is equal to mv square by r. We want V. So V square is equal to, we want V then F into R by M. So substitute the force value, substitute the R value and easily calculate the V value. So V maximum speed is the question. So maximum speed V maximum square is equal to, substitute the force value, that is 200 into R value is 1 by, that is mass value is 2. 200 into 1 by 2, that is 2, 1 2s are 2 and the 2s are 200. So 100 meter second per minus 2. That is V square. We want V. So V is equal to root of standard. That is V is equal to 10 meter second per minus 1, not 2. Acceleration is meter per second. Acceleration is meter per second square, but velocity is meter per second. Okay. How did we derive that, ma? One string it will be, one stone it will be attached with the string. Definitely it will create a whirling motion. The whirling motion it will be considered as a circular motion. Circular motion automatically the centripetal force it will be acting stone to inside inwards. So the inwards, that is the centripetal force. So centripetal force formula we had considered. So F is equal to mv square by r. Substitute the force value and m value and r value, easily calculate the v value. So v is velocity of the maximum speed to sustain a whirling motion of a stone, that it will be equal to, v is equal to 10 meter per second. Okay. Then next one, 11th question. What is the 11th one? Imagine that the gravitational force between the earth and moon provide an invisible string. So imagine means moon it will be revolving around the earth. Okay. We have to imagine one invisible string in between the moon and the earth, that is called as gravitational force. So invisible strings that exist between the moon and the earth. What is the tension that exists in the invisible string? What is the tension? It will be exerts in the invisible string due to the earth gravitational force. Sorry, centripetal force. Moon it will be revolving around the earth. Okay. One time, the time taken to revolving the earth by a moon, it will be equal to 27.3 days. That it will be considered as 27.3 days, that it will be considered as 30 days per month, that it will be considered as per month, that is the 30 days. Okay, 27.3 days once the moon it will be revolving around the earth. Okay, so we want to calculate the, what is the tension that exists. So we want to calculate the centripetal force. Okay, centripetal force we want to calculate first. Already I explained in the example problem. Okay. This is the same problem for this problem. This problem is same for the last example problem. Okay. So first we want to calculate the centripetal force or centripetal tension. That is the problem number 11. So centripetal force is equal to mass into centripetal acceleration. Okay. Mass into centripetal acceleration. So now we want to calculate the centripetal acceleration. What is the centripetal acceleration? Centripetal acceleration is equal to, what is the formula? Centripetal acceleration A is equal to V square by R, that is velocity square by radius. So velocity is equal to, the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity is equal to, V is equal to R into omega. Why you have to change the linear velocity into angular velocity? Because the moon, it will be revolving the earth, so it will be definitely be making the circle motion. So circle motion, automatically angular movement is there. So the angular movement, it will be considered as angular velocity. So we have to change the linear velocity into angular velocity. So R into, substitute the radius of the earth, so that is capital R. So V square, so V square is equal to, we have to consider capital R and R omega the whole square. Okay. So R omega the whole square by R. Okay. So R square omega square by R cancelled, that is R omega square. So this is centripetal acceleration. Now we want R value and omega value. R is radius of the moon. Radius of the moon, R is equal to, radius of the moon is equal to 60 times the radius of the earth. Okay. Radius of the moon, it will be very huge. Moon, it will be comparably very huge size. 60 times is greater than the radius of the earth. Earth compared with 60 times big moon. Okay. So radius of the moon is equal to 60 times the radius of the earth. We know the radius of the earth. So 60 into, what is the value of 6 radius of the earth? That is 6.4 into 10 power 6. So easily is multiplied to get 384 into 10 power 6 meter. This is the radius of the moon. So radius of the moon is equal to 60 times the radius of the earth. So 60 into radius of the earth is 6.4 into 10 power 6. So multiply that the two terms, 384 into 10 power 6 meter. So this is the radius of the moon. Okay. So we want centripetal force. Centripetal acceleration doesn't know. So we first calculate centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration formula is R into omega square. We want R, we want omega square. First R we had calculate, that is a radius of the moon is equal to 60 times the radius of the earth. So 60 into radius of the earth value is 6.4 into 10 power 6. So 384 into 10 power 6 meter. This is the radius of the moon. So now we want to calculate omega value. What is omega? Omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Formula is 2 pi by t. Okay. So omega is equal to 2 pi. T is time taken of moon to revolving around the earth. We want to calculate. So one time revolution, it will be takes 27.3 days. 27.3 days. Okay. So moon take the 27.3 days for revolving around the earth. So 27.3. One day having 24 hours, 1 hour having 60 minutes, 1 minute having 60 seconds. Why all the term to be multiplied? Because the time it will be taken as only seconds, in the form of second. So 27.3 days it will be converted into seconds. So 27.3 days having 1 day having 24 hours, 1 hour having 60 minutes, 1 minute having 60 seconds. So 2 pi by 27.3, 24 into 60 into 60. So multiply the numerator terms of all things to get, we get 2 pi by 27.3 into 24 into 60 into 60, that is 2.358 into 10 power 6. Okay. 2 pi by 2.358 into 10 power 6. Now omega value is ready and radius value is ready. Now calculate centripetal acceleration. The centripetal acceleration is equal to centripetal acceleration is equal to substitute the r value and substitute the omega value. What is the r value? 384 into 10 power 6 into acceleration is angular velocity is omega square. So 4 pi square by 2.35 into r into omega square. Now r value is 384 into 10 power 6. The omega square value 4 pi square 2.358 into 10 power 6 358 into 10 power 6 whole square. Okay. So multiplying all the values, we easily get 0.00272, 0.00272, okay, meter per second square. This is the centripetal acceleration. Okay, centripetal acceleration. First, centripetal acceleration term r is there and omega square is there. First, calculate the r value and next calculate the omega value and substitute the r and omega value and easily calculate the centripetal acceleration. Now we want to calculate centripetal force. So centripetal force is equal to mass into centripetal acceleration. What is the mass value, ma? Mass of the earth, mass of the moon, it will be given in the problem. That is 7.34 into 10 power 22. Okay, into centripetal acceleration, that is 0.00272. So multiplying all the values, we get 1.99 into 10 power 20, 1.99 into 10 power 20 Newton. That will be 2 into 10 power 20 Newton. That is the centripetal force. It will be acting by the invisible string to the earth. A moon, it will be revolving. We imagine the invisible string is in between the moon and the earth. The centripetal force, it will be acting moon to the earth by the invisible string. So the centripetal force is equal to 2 into 10 power 20 Newton. Clear? This is the 11th problem. And 12th problem, two bodies of masses 15 kilogram and 10 kilogram are connected with light string kept on a smooth surface. A horizontal force F is equal to 500 Newton is applied to 15 kilogram as shown in figure. So two masses, it will be connected by using the string. One force, it will be applied to the first weight 15 kilogram. What's the tension it will be acting to the string, that it will be calculated. Okay, so 12th problem, two masses it will be connected, two masses that it will be that will be one 15 kilogram and another one is 10 kilogram. Tension it will be act and force it will be applied to the one side, that is 500 Newton. Okay, so the force it will be acting, the tension it will be acting on the string. Two masses is it. First we want to calculate the total mass. This is m1, this is m2. Okay, so substitute total mass is equal to m1 plus m2. m1 is 15 and m2 is 10, that is 25 kilogram. Clear? So now we want to calculate acceleration. Force F is equal to mass into acceleration. So substitute the mass value, that is 25 into A. Acceleration we want to calculate, so A. So force value is 500. So 500. So we want A is equal to 500 by 25. Okay, 500 is equal to 500 by 25, that is 20. So A is equal to 20 meter per second. Acceleration calculated. Then what's the question is, what's the tension it will be acting on the string? What is the tension? First, tension is equal to that is the total force. இந்த ஃபோர்ஸ்லேருந்து இதில் ஆக்ட் ஆகக்கூடிய ஃபோர்ஸை நீங்கள் வந்து சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணணும். ஸோ force is equal to, sorry, tension is equal to normal force into m into a, mass into a, because two strings will be connected into one side only force acting. So the total force இருந்து இதில் கிரியேட் ஆகுது, இதோடைய பேக் சைடில் இந்த திங் இது மேலே அப்ளை பண்ணக்கூடிய ஃபோர்ஸை இங்கே சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணணும். ஸோ total force is equal to the force it will be created in the first object to the second object. So force minus m into a. So substitute the force value and first mass value, force value is 500 and the mass value, first mass value is 15 and acceleration is 20. So 15 into 20, that is 300. So 500 minus 300 is equal to 200 Newton. That's the tension it will be acting on the string. By the force 500 it will be applied on the first object. 500 force it will be applying on the first object. Okay, we want to calculate tension it will be acting on the string. So we want to the total force minus the force it will be applied to the first body to the second body. So force minus m into a, substitute the values and easily calculate T is equal to 200 Newton. And 13th problem, people often say for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So here they mean action of a human. Okay, here they mean action of a human. It is correct to apply Newton's third law to human actions. What does it mean by action in Newton's third law? Give arguments based on Newton's third law. So what is the question? All are say for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So that's the action and reaction. It will be only by using to explain the human actions, not a psychological actions or thoughts. Okay, so normal in daily life I said or we said every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. That's not a good, because not to be mentioned every action and there is an equal and opposite reaction, not to be mentioned in the psychological aspects, psychological thoughts, just only explain the action of one body, action of one object. Okay, not to be applied to the psychological aspects or psychological thoughts. Okay, then 14th problem, a car takes a turn with a velocity 50 meter per second on the circular road of radius of curvature 10 meter. Calculate the centrifugal force experienced by the mass of person of mass 60 kilogram inside a car. A car, okay, takes a turn, so with the velocity 50 meter per second. What's the velocity value? So given value, velocity v is equal to 50 meter per second. Okay, then radius r is equal to 10 meter, then mass m is equal to 60 kilogram. Okay, so we want to calculate the centrifugal forces experienced by the person. So car it will be takes the turn. What's the mass of the person, what is the radius of the road and velocity of the car, it will be given, it had given, but we want to calculate the centrifugal force. What's the formula for centrifugal force? Solution, what's the formula for centrifugal force? F is equal to m into v square by r. So m is 60 and v is 50 square, then r value is 10. 60 into 50 square by 10. 60 into 50 into 50, that is 1,50,000 by 10. That is 0 cancel, that is 15,000 meter. This is the centrifugal force it will be acting on the road. Okay, one person will be takes the turn, so that the time centrifugal force it will be acting. So centrifugal force value is 15,000 Newton. Okay, the last and final problem, a long stick is rest on the surface. A person will be standing 10 meters away from the stick. With what minimum speed an object of mass 0.5 kilogram should be thrown, so it will be hits the stick. Assuming that coefficient of kinetic friction is 0.7. What's the question, ma? Or one long stick will be rest on the surface. Surface la or long stick on the rest la. A person standing 10 meters away from the stick. That the person will be standing away from the 10 meter from the stick. Okay. That the person he try one object, that the object is take one object, that the object mass is 0.5 kilogram. He tried to throw on the object to kick the stick to throw away the object. Okay. So what's the question is, what's the minimum speed of an object should be thrown so that it will be hits the stick. So what speed it will be needed to throw away the object to kick the stick? That is the question. Okay. What are the given values? What are the given values? That is S is equal to, that is, what is S? Standing, the distance is 10 meter. Okay. Distance is 10 meter and mass M is equal to 0.5 kilogram. Mass M is equal to 0.5 kilogram and mu k is coefficient of kinetic friction is equal to 0.7. Coefficient of kinetic friction is equal to 0.7. Then what is the question? What is the minimum speed? First we want to calculate the acceleration. How to calculate the acceleration? So first formula is given as, solution is, what's the formula it will be used to calculate the problem? Mu k is equal to kinetic friction is equal to kinetic friction force by range r. Okay. Kinetic friction force by range r. We want to calculate the kinetic friction force, that is Fk. So Fk is equal to kinetic friction coefficient into r. Okay. R is equal to mg and Fk is kinetic friction force. Normally force is equal to m into a. So m into a is equal to mu k into r is equal to mg, that is the weight of the person. So weight of the apparent weight in solvanga, that is mg. So two sides mm cancel. A is equal to mu k into g. Mu k value will be given, that is 0.7. 0.7 into g value is 9.8. So multiply 0.7 into 9.8, that is 6.86 meter per second. How did you derive that, ma? First we consider one formula, that is mu k is equal to Fk by r. What is mu k? Static kinetic coefficient, because the object will be moving. So kinetic friction coefficient, that is mu k is equal to kinetic friction force by that is weight of the apparent weight in solvanga, that is r. So mu k is equal to, Fk is equal to mu k into r. So substitute the two sides r and f. So ma is equal to mu k into mg. Cancel in both sides. So a is equal to mu k into g. So substitute the mu k value and g value, we easily calculate 6.86 meter per second. That is the acceleration value. Now we want to calculate the velocity value. How will you calculate? Taking the third equation of motion. What is the third equation of motion, na? What is the third equation of motion? V square is equal to u square plus 2as. We want V only. Okay. So V is equal to initial velocity is 0, 2 into a value is 6.826. So 6.86 in the distance is 10. So 2 into 6.86 into 10. So that is V square. So V minimum seed it will be no doubt. So V minimum is equal to, the value is 137.2. So we want V minimum is equal to square root of 137.2. That it will be 11.71 meter per second. 11 square root of 137.2 is equal to 11.71 meter per second. This is the minimum speed it will be needed an object to throw away to strike the stick. It will be standing away from the 10 meter away from the person. How did you calculate? That is the static coefficient is mu k is equal to static frictional force by r. We substitute the r value and force value and easily calculate the acceleration. That the acceleration value and the distance value it will be put to the Newton's third equation of motion. We consider as the initial velocity u is equal to 0. So 0 plus 2 into 6.86 into 10. So easily calculate the minimum speed, that is 137.2. So V minimum is equal to 11.71 meter per second. Okay, this is the last problem. Okay, in the today's session I explained the problem 9 to 15. Ninth problem, one football player will be kick the ball. Okay, that the way find the average kicking force. So substitute the T value, V value and M value. Easily calculate the kicking force. Okay, average kicking force. And 10th problem, mass value it will be given and one stone it will be attached to the string. The stone it will be create the centripetal force. So minimum speed that the problem it will be needed to calculate the V value. So we consider the centripetal force formula F is equal to mv square by r. Substitute the m value, r value and f value. Easily calculate the V value. Okay, and then 11th problem as such is same for the last example problem, but last example problem Earth will be revolving around the sun, it will be had been considered, but this problem moon it will be revolving around the earth, it had to be considered. So we want to calculate the centripetal force. So first we want to calculate the centripetal acceleration. Centripetal force it will be imagined due to the invisible string it will be in between the moon and the earth. Okay, so centripetal force we want, but first we want to calculate the centripetal acceleration. So centripetal acceleration A is equal to V square by R. So substitute the V value is instead of angular velocity R omega. So calculate the R value, calculate the V value and substitute that, and centripetal acceleration calculator, and centripetal acceleration you have to put to calculate the centripetal force. Okay. In the 12th problem, two bodies will be connected in horizontal. The first force it will be applied to the first body, and second body it will be connected with the string, and the force what is the tension it will be acting on the string, that is the asking question. Okay, so first total mass it will be calculated. So m1 m2 it will be added to calculate the total mass and calculate the acceleration. It will be find out by applying Newton's second law, and then now we want to calculate the tension it will be acting on the string. The tension it will be acting on the string is equal to total force it will be given minus the force it will be experienced by the first object, and it will be given to the second object. So F is equal to mass into A. Substitute the mass value and substitute the A value, and easily calculate the tension it will be acting on the string. Okay, this is the 12th problem. And 13th problem, people often say, so one interesting notation is there. So all the people automatically say that every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. That it's not to be mentioned, the Newton's third law not to be mentioned, the third law is not applicable to the psychological thoughts and psychological actions. Just only it will be applicable to the physical actions or activities. Okay, so Newton's third law only applicable in human activities, not the human psychological thoughts. Okay, and the 14th problem, a car takes a turn with a velocity. One car it will be take a turn. It will be in the car, it will be making centripetal force to the center. But that the question is, what is the centrifugal force? It will be acting on a person. So centripetal force formula and centrifugal force formula it will be nearly same, not nearly same, it will be the same. So F is equal to mv square by r. Substitute the m value and substitute the v value and substitute the r value. It will be easily calculate the centrifugal force it will be acting on a person. Okay, and this is the 14th problem. And 15th problem, one string, what's one long stick, it will be rest, it will be away from the person. That the person take one object, that the object mass is 0.5 kilogram, that the person will be try the object, will be throw, and that the object it will be striking the long stick. What's the minimum speed it will be needed a person, needed a object to kick the long stick? That's the asking question. So first find out a value, acceleration value from the formula, that is mu k is equal to Fk by R. Mu k is the kinetic static coefficient, sorry, not a static, kinetic coefficient, and Fk is the kinetic frictional force. So substitute all the values and easily find out the acceleration, and the acceleration value it will be put to the Newton's third equation of motion, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Consider the initial velocity u is equal to 0. So easily calculate the v value. So in this problem, the kinetic frictional coefficient it will be used to find out the minimum speed it will be required to an object. Okay. Then so in this session I explained the problems in 9 to 15. Okay. So today home assignment for today's session. Assignment. Copy all the problems in your classwork note. Copy all the problems in your classwork note. Copy all the problems in your classwork note and do the example problems. Do the example problems 3.21, 3.21, 3.23 and 3.25. Okay. So copy all the problems and do the example problems 3.21, 23, 25. Okay. Thank you.